Boo, 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 boo. Hello, everyone. Okay. Let me double check. I'm gonna eat a fruit snack. Wow. I check this and make sure it's working. Hi, Anna. Oh, y'all, doing Fridays when I'm home around the summer with the children is a bear. These kids are so needy. They need to like eat and stuff. Hi, Cassie. Hey, Jules. So I was like, ASMR fruit snacks. I was running around upstairs getting them lunch and everything situated because Andrew is, well, what's he doing? He's mowing right now, and then he has to go to work. So it's always something, right? Why am I blurry? What's happening here? I don't know if that made it better or worse. Okay. So, anyway, happy Friday. Let's see what's going on in the world of Disney parks here. I have been so out of touch and out of the loop because we had been traveling. So hi Maria. I feel like I don't have a clue anything that has been going on at the parks. So, did you see what happened at Fantasmic? I heard briefly, Jules, about something with one of the fireworks, like going towards the audience, but I didn't see anything, or like, it was one person that I think I saw that was talking about it. Sorry, I'm eating fruit snacks. I need something. How was Carowinds? Oh my gosh, Anna. We had the best time. Flat out. We had so much fun at Carowinds. It was so hot, but honestly, it didn't even matter because we were able to get through everything that we wanted and do re-rides in the 2 days that we were there. And we left, the first night we left at like, did we stay till park close? We didn't stay till park close. The first night we were there, we left at like 7:30 maybe. And then the second night, or the second day that we were there, yeah, because the first day we got there about 1 o'clock and we left around 7:30. The second day we got there around noon. Excuse me. Yeah, because we got there, I'm trying to remember. No, we got there earlier. We got there around 10 the second day, and we left at like 5. Yeah, and it didn't help, Anna, that like this whole part of the country was going through like a massive heat wave when we were there. So like it wasn't just southern hot, right? It was like stupid heat index hot that's not normal for that time of year, right? Thank you. But we had the best time. I looked at my oldest when we were leaving the first day. And I just said, kiddo, what do you think? Like, what did you like? What did you have fun riding? Like, and he was like, Mom, this was the best day ever. And I was like, that's so cute. That's so cute. But he is my little coaster junkie. So he was in heaven at Carowinds. He absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. And my youngest had a great time. Right. It was just like abnormally hot. They did fabulous with the heat. We had, we were prepared from our Disney travels. We had our cooling towels, we had our fans, we had electrolytes and all of that, but he just they did phenomenal. My younger one loved their Camp Snoopy area. Loved swings. Her swings are her thing. Like she even more so now, like you guys have heard me tell stories about her loving carousels. She still loves carousels, but swings are like even more her thing now. She loves like not the little swings, but like the ones that like raise you. Not the she's like in the in between, right? Because there's what is the super high up ones? I have all these pictures. I took a bunch of photos for mode for Kirk and Dean, so I have like all of the ride photo or like the ride signs on my phone. Um oh, what was the one? It was like one of the very last photos that I got. I don't remember what they're called now. The really tall swings that are like terrifying. Windseeker, is that what it's called? They have them uh at Cedar Point, and the last time Andrew and I went to Cedar Point and rode them, we thought we were going to get blown off the swings and into Lake Erie. It was terrifying. So not those swings, but she likes the in-between ones, right? So she was like thrilled that they had a carousel and swings that were like super easy for her to get on. I liked the like makeup of Carowinds because it was more compact than the than like Kings Island and Cedar Point, which is what I'm used to. Like it flowed better and it was a smaller footprint it felt like. Um which I really liked. So it was really easy to like walk from one side to the other and it was easy to get between the big coasters cuz they had like 12, I want to say, big coasters that that we did. We opted out of the wooden one uh because it just looked painful. But we did the other ones. You can't do those, the height and angle. You said, yeah, and so she loves the old school chain ones, Ginge. Like that's her jam. She is obsessed with swings. She became obsessed with them when we went to Hershey, because there was a swing ride there, and I think she rode it like 7 times while we were at Hershey. And they had basically the same ride over at Carowinds, right near where the water park entrance was. But yeah, she loved it. She loves all of those. Like she likes the little scrambler rides, and she's still young enough that she likes some of like the smaller like carnival style like kids rides and stuff. My oldest just wanted to go on all of the coasters. They have a coaster there, and I'm so bad with these names. They have a coaster there that's a lot like Big Thunder Mountain that we really, really liked. Um, but yeah, we had a great time. My oldest fell in love with their Giga Coaster, Fury 325. It's like the top of his list now. And I was texting Kirk about it, and Kirk said it's like, higher up on his list too. And so, of course, my oldest was like, oh, well, if Kirk likes it, then it's got to be really good, right? Because that's just how his mind works. I gotta find that. What is the one that they have that's like Big Thunder Mountain? Is it this one? I think it's this one. The Gold Rusher, Carolina Gold Rusher coaster is a lot. It's like train style. It's really, really fun. But they had a ton of really good coasters that even my daughter wanted to ride. And she's not 54 inches yet. She's like 53 and a quarter inches. Poor girl. So there were a couple that she was like, I want to ride that. And I'm like, sorry, kiddo, you're just not tall enough yet. We will come back. I promise we will come back. You had to look up where it was. I thought it was right. Yeah, it is right on the state line. It's so fun. So did I take a picture of it? When you go through to enter in, they have I didn't take a picture of it and I should have. Um, Literally the entrance gate that you go through, uh, splits the state line. so you can enter in on the North Carolina side or the South Carolina side, which is super fun. And then it is like half of the park is on in one state and half of the park is in the other. You can stand in both states. Yes. Yes. Andrew and I joked that he was a whole state away when we were like just an arm's length away, because it's right at the entrance where you walk in. They have a big blue like line in the concrete where you can see where the state line comes through. So the kids thought that was really cool, to be able to stand in both states at the same time. So yes, we had so much fun. They loved Carowinds, and it's about 7-ish hours from us. And the whole reason that we went, right? So we were in Greensboro, North Carolina for my oldest gymnastics nationals. And then we were going down to Hilton Head to spend the 4th of July with my family. And oh my gosh, it is like a walk to remember. I didn't even think about that, Cassie. I love that movie. Um, and so from where we were at for nationals to Charlotte, which is where we stayed when we went to Carowinds, was like an hour and a half. And then from there to where we were going near Hilton Head was like 4 hours. So it's included on our Kings Island passes. So we're right there. Like we need to go and use our passes. Like, so we don't have to pay to park. We don't have to pay to get in. We just have to pay for food. I will say their food is really lacking and it's super expensive. Like we did dinner the first night at one of the food places, and I for the four of us it was like $75, which we don't even spend that much at Disney on a meal. They didn't have like kids meal options, which was really disappointing, so it was like it was a lot. So that's why we were glad that we ended up finishing early the second night so we didn't have to pay for dinner again, because it was really really expensive for absolutely no reason. Um and like we were so hot that we didn't even really eat full meals anyway. Like yeah, anyway. Um I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I don't know. We had a really good time. It was super fun. We flew through our rides. I think the longest we waited for anything was like 20 minutes. Um oh, they have the OG version of Boo Blasters on Boo Hill if you are familiar with that dark ride. We rode it like 6 times. It was so much fun. It was like basically a walk on, and the kids had so much fun like trying to beat their high scores. And I want to sit in this seat because they're like little 4-seater cars. They're like, I want to sit in this seat now so I can get, a better angle for getting the targets and stuff. So that was super fun too. Um we did not do the water park just because it was going to be too much of a hassle to try to do the water park on top of everything, and it was really hot, so like we very easily could have gone over to the water park. It was not busy. We went on, let me see. All my days are so mixed up and backwards. We went on a Wednesday, Thursday. So we went the 1st and 2nd of July. At least it's not as competitive as Toy Story. And it's more accessible. Like, Boo Blasters is much more accessible for little kids. And the new version of Buzz, hi Kathy B, the new version of Buzz at Magic Kingdom is a lot like Boo Blasters because it gives you the haptics of like your gun reacting, sorry, your blaster reacting when you get a target, which I really, really liked. The old version of Buzz didn't do that, so you had no idea where you were aiming or where you were firing. Like it just didn't do that. So I loved that, which was really, really nice, which made it much more accessible. And like my kids struggle with Toy Story Mania because that the motion of having to pull the little string is harder for them than pushing a button on a blaster. So I need to still take them on our Kings Island just redid their Boo Blasters to be a whole new theme. And it's Phantom Theater. Is that what it's called? I'm so bad with these names, you guys. I gotta find it. Yeah, Phantom Theater is the new one over at Kings Island. I still need to take them on that. I may take them tomorrow, just to at least go ride that and maybe a few other things. My husband has work, so I have to take them by myself. So I have to just think that through. Ginge, okay, I don't have a sentimental connection to Boo Blasters. I wrote it once with my kids. I don't have like a super like nostalgic connection to it. I love Phantom Theater. I love Phantom Theater, partially because I'm a music person and it's all music themed, but also because I think that it is so accessible to kids. Boo Blasters needed an upgrade. Had they upgraded it to be more in line with what we had at what we saw at Carowinds, that would have maybe made a difference, because I would put Boo Blasters at Carowinds on par with Phantom Theater at Kings Island. I like that it's easier to aim because it's a flashlight instead of like a blaster gun. And I just love the theming. I think the theming is really great. Complaint that I the only complaint that I have about Phantom Theater is its replayable factor is not super high. And I was texting Lem about this because you can max it out fairly easily. Like I wrote it once when I went the day that I did how many coasters can I get through at Kings Island in, however many, what was it, 2 hours, 3 hours. I wrote it that day once, and I got in like the top tier category, and I was filming with one hand and playing with the other hand. That's the only complaint that I have about it, and that's what I was telling Lem, and that's what puts it a little bit lower overall. And yes, the flashlights are crazy responsive, which is nice because you can hold the button down and just kind of fling the light around, and it works, which is why I think it's so accessible to little kids, which is so important for something that Kings Island needed, right? Kings Island is a park for little kids, that area, because it sits right in the little kid Camp Snoopy area. Or no, what is theirs? Camp Snoopy. Um they needed it to be accessible for all ages. They needed the littles to be able to take a flashlight and fling it around in the ride, right? So for that reason, I love it. I'm interested to see what my kids say. If we go this weekend, I will report back and let you guys know. Because now they've done Boo Blasters. They've at the old the old Boo Blasters at Kings Island. They've done the other version of Boo Blasters at Carowinds. They've done Toy Story Mania. They've done the old version of Buzz. They have not done the new version of Buzz yet, but so I'll be interested to see them do Phantom Theater and then the new version of Buzz. We may be going to Disney at the beginning of June with them for a few days. So I'm interested to see where they kind of rank all of that, if that makes sense. Sally is pretty innovative, so they might be able to upgrade or add point values over time. They may. I don't know that they will, Ginge, to be completely honest, but they may, because Kings Island is more of a local park, so they may decide to, adjust it, and make it a little bit different in that way. I think it would be smart of them to do that because it is a locals park, but we'll see. You want to go back to be thoroughly confused about its layout. So its layout is the same as the previous version of Boo Blasters. I don't know if you ever rode that one, Ginge, but the track layout itself from the most recent version of Boo Blasters to Phantom Theater is identical. Is identical. So it's the same for that. I know a lot of people on the Kings Island pass holder page that I'm on talk about like the Scooby Doo version of the ride. I don't know exactly what that looked like or felt like, but I know a lot of people talk about that. So, hi, Vinny. That's okay. Glad you made it. Happy Friday. All your amusement parks are 1 to 2 hours away. That's not that far, Jules. That's a day trip. You can easily get there in one day. I mean, Kings Island is less than an hour for us, but everything else, if we want to go up to like Cedar Point, that's like 3.5 hours. So you just mean the park in general. Yeah, I don't know how much it's changed since you've been there. And I'm still getting used to the park layout at Kings Island. I do not know it well enough yet to just like navigate things as I go. Uh I've been, let's see, since we've got our passes, I've probably been like 5 or 6 times. Definitely not enough, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You wrote it a few times as Scooby Doo. It was just okay. Got it. Okay. Six Flags was 45 minutes away. Oh, that's hard, Jules. Well, make the 1 to 2 hour trip, right? If you want to go to theme parks, that's what you got to do. So it's changed a lot. Okay. I've only started going this within the last like 18 months. So, cuz we had to wait until our kids were big enough so that it was worth us getting the passes. And then when we did the upgrade for the gold pass for like the anywhere pass this year, was so totally worth it. So, when does Kings Island close for the season? They do a haunt. Yes, Anna, they do. Let's look, because I don't remember for sure when that starts. But I've heard the haunt is pretty good. I've never been. Um, it's like I was saying last night for anyone who was on our recording last night with Duck. We were talking about HHN for our episode this week. And I was talking about how like I don't want to spend time going to HHN when it's a waste of money. But like I would consider going to the Kings Island one because it's included in my pass, right? Um they did a house on top of the tower and that was wild. Whoa, on top of the Eiffel Tower? That's crazy. That's crazy. So it doesn't look like they've announced. Oh wait, yeah, 2026. Here we go. September 20 select nights September 25th through October 31st. So that is their haunt time frame here. That's crazy, Ginge. Oh my gosh. Um let's see. So it says, nothing is as it seems during the Halloween haunt at Kings Island. I was young and it didn't end well. Oh gosh. Uh, Horrors lurk in foggy corners and haunts await your presence. Brave the night for Halloween haunt and encounter spine-tingling chills in our ambient scare zones, or unwind by watching one of our scary good live shows. Plus, true horror fans can unlock new fears with our exclusive. Oh, that's right. They're mazes you have to pay for now. Pay to panic haunted mazes. And don't forget, a trip to Kings Island wouldn't be complete without rides on the Beast, Orion, Diamondback, Mystic Timbers, and Banshee. So I wanted to go up this summer, but it's getting away from me. And you have no free weekends. No, I totally get that, Anna. We'll find a time. Don't worry about it. During Tall Stacks, they did a walkthrough on one of the paddle ships. Interesting. Hmm. That's super interesting. Yeah, I considered going to their haunt last year. Um, but I didn't end up being able to. I didn't have time when it would work out because like I'm not going to take my kids. So yeah, so Anna, they close through the regular season, like August. So they're still open through the week through the second week of August, through the 16th. And then they go to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, um, through Labor Day. Then they take a couple weeks off and then they open again, yeah, the 25th for haunt. But the problem is with their haunt season is that the park is only open for the haunt, right? Like it's not open during the day and then it switches over to the haunt at night. It's only open for the haunt. And it's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, usually. Although Saturdays, I think they are still open. So I think Thursday, Friday, they're open in the evening. Saturday, Sunday, they're open during the day. And then it switches to the haunt, maybe. I'd have to look to be sure. Because I can't remember. The haunt season only on the weekends, too. Yeah, so I think that I'm looking at the calendar now. So, like, starting the 25th, like Fridays they're open 6 to midnight for the haunt, and then Saturdays they're open 11 to midnight, with like 7 o'clock being when the haunt starts, I believe. Thank you. I was indoctrinated into the haunt life there. It was amazing because some of the stuff was nightmare fuel. Yeah. So I'm looking at their map now. So that's what it looks like as far as that goes. So you definitely would have to come on a weekend. And I don't know how their tickets work because we have passes. I don't know how their tickets work for the haunt, if I'm being completely honest with you. I think it's all one ticket, except for, yeah, they have like a, starting last year, they did a thing where you have to pay to get into the into the houses. You have to pay. So let's see. They do have some good deals on tickets right now. I'll look at a late September after HHN or October. Okay. Generally missed that park. We were cleaning out some stuff and found one of your old gold passes. Yeah, we don't even get physical passes anymore, Ginge. It's all on the app now that they're Six Flags owned. So, let's see. That's a July ticket. Park ticket. Let's see. Let's see what this says about this. I do not like the way their website is set up. Oh yeah, they don't even have tickets on sale yet for like past Labor Day. There's nothing on the on their website. So yeah, you'll just have to, we'll have to wait and see. Once they announce it, Anna, I'll text you and we can look at it and see what we think you want to do. So generally miss, oh, I read that. Sorry. That's why you want to go back. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's nice to have passes. If we didn't have passes, we definitely wouldn't go. So remember when they broke off from Paramount and they had to change names and everything? Yeah. I don't know how much has changed since Six Flags bought it. Again, I was just so new to the swap over. And then, like, the last year has really been the most, like, year to 18 months has been when we've been like visiting the most. This is our second year of being pass holders. But and like my kids haven't gone to Kings Island yet this year because we haven't had time. We've been so busy. We did Hershey and then we did Carowinds and that whole trip too. So it's been very, very busy to try to find a time to be able to go. So all right, I was looking at Disney things and we got sidetracked about Carowinds and Kings Island and all of that. Let's look. Oh, I guess they announced, I haven't really looked much at the Christmas stuff. Let me go back. I do want to look at the concert lineup. Let me start with that for Eat to the Beat because I do think I'll be there for some of these if my plans work out the way I want them to with my trips. So, oh, you're fine, Anna. No, I'm happy to share. I'm glad that you asked because I didn't even think about talking about it. So, okay, August. Let's see. Evolution, Motown, and Hanson. I would love to see Hanson at Epcot. How fun would that be? Who is this Evolution Motown? They're on here twice. The Warren Treaty, Yellow Card, Fly Guys, Couch. Don't know that one. Fits in the Tantrums. Latin Ambition, Mercy Me, Grupo Mania, Metro Latino Band, Element, Newfound Glory. I had that one written down for Kirk for our Carpe Diem. Smash Mouth. Oh my gosh, Smash Mouth. Hi, dog. No, you don't need to be over here. Go lay down. I know. It's okay. Go lay down. Let's see. Champagne Orchestra, Ray Ruiz, Tiffany, Viva Latina, The Fray. I saw The Fray last year. They were so good. They were so good. Starship, Jacqueline Hayden, Ben Rector, Alan Stone. I like Alan Stone. Sound Up, Lauren Elena, Bowling for Soup. I used to love Bowling for Soup. I have, I think, like all of their first like 3 or 4 albums. He wants us to know he's there. He does. He was laying on the floor perfectly content and then he like got up and was there. It was so good, Anna, right? I'm so glad that I live streamed it because I was like, oh, this will be fun. But like, it was legitimately so good. Southbound, Boys to Men, Big Head Todd and the Monsters, the M80s, Grace Potter, the Beach Boys, and the Hooligans. So I think, did your dates, their warp set was life. Which one, Ginge? Sorry. The chat is so delayed. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. I read through a lot. So if my dates work out, let's see. Who will I be there for? No one in September that I really want to see. I'm trying to do an October trip too. We'll see if it works out or not. Bowling for Soup. Okay. Did I see them at Warped Tour? I don't remember what year I went to Warped Tour, which is the problem. So I don't remember if I saw them or not. I probably did, honestly. I think you said you may be there when I am. Yeah, I am planning hopefully a September trip and an October trip. I don't know though. I need to figure out money for the flights and talk to Andrew about it and see. In October, I'll be there again when the Fray is there, which I am excited. You saw Lem after their set. Oh, did you? That's right. I forgot that you went down to Florida for Warped Tour this year. That's so fun. Um, yeah, I will be there again when the Fray is there, which I would love to see them again. But I will say I'm only going to go see them again if that hack that Kirk found works again where you can get the wristband because I am not waiting in line to go to those concerts. Absolutely not. It's just not something that I want to do. So, okay, so that's Eat to the Beat. Let's see. The other thing that I needed to look at. Let's look at, we've been talking about spooky season. I know we talked a little bit about Not So Scary. Let's look. I'm so curious to see what tickets have sold out for Not So Scary. It was a tease. Seeing Epic from Dockside. Yeah, I'm sure, Ginge. I'm sure it was. Epic is so good. Okay, let's look here. What dates are still available? Is opening night really still available? Holy cow. That's wild. Opening night for Not So Scary is still available. The 11th and the 14th are sold out in August. All of September is still available. And I only see the 1st and 2nd of October that are available. I wonder. So have all those dates in October sold out? That's wild. Oh, wait, no, here we go. Why was it not showing that for pass holders? Weird. They only have so many pass holder discount ones. That's silly. Anyway, okay, here we go. On this one, yeah, same thing. The 11th and 14th are sold out. And then nothing else until the 31st. Ugh, I would love to go to Not So Scary this year. But an extra $200 is probably not going to happen. On top of, you know, the $300 for my flight that I'm going to have to find. So interesting. So interesting. Yeah, I would love to go like the 13th. That's so interesting. Why, I wonder why the 13th is not available for pass holders. Isn't that weird? Disney doesn't want pass holders to be able to get, or maybe they just don't have the discounted tickets that late in the season. That's what it looks like. They don't do the discounts after like October 1st. But yeah, there's only 3 dates that have sold out so far. 2 in August and then Halloween, obviously. Especially being a Saturday, it's not surprising that that one's sold out already. Southwest has 40% off flights through today. Yeah, I looked at those. Anna, I need to look again to see, because, oh my gosh, this is driving me nuts. Okay. The dates that I was looking, let's see. Let's do some price comparison here. The dates I was looking in September. Oh, I remember that, Vinny. I remember that you got to go on your birthday. That's so awesome. Let's see. That one will work. Yeah, the prices today are actually not terrible. That was my September flight. Let me look for my October one. I gotta look at my dates again. And see what that one looks like. That first one was like 220, which is really good right now. I just can't buy it right now. Ooh, nonstop. Yes, please. The one in October is under 200 right now, which is really, really good on Southwest, but I don't have the money right now to buy it, which really stinks. So I need to look at, I usually Frontier is the other one that I use. MCO. Because they're usually pretty cheap, which is good. So yeah, let's see, the one in October on Frontier is also under 200. So we'll see. I can't, I don't have the money right now to do it. Summer is super hard for us, financial wise, because the way that Andrew's old job worked, he didn't get paid year round, even though he was working through the schools. His new job, he will. So this is the last summer we have to deal with financial stuff. So this is the second time in a couple months they've done that sale. You'll let me know. Yes, please do, Anna. Thank you. I usually get like emails and notifications from Southwest. So usually Southwest or Frontier are who I end up needing to fly through because they are the cheaper ones that go out of Cincinnati. Someone was telling me too, and I need to look into, is it Breeze? I think Breeze is going to start doing stuff out of Dayton, but I don't think they go to Orlando. I think they go to like Tampa. So I need to look at that too. Oh, they do. Breeze goes out of Columbus too. Let's see. Oh, this does say they do go to Orlando. Starting in November. That's what it was. Out of Dayton to Orlando in November. Let me look at Columbus. You think they fly to Sanford? That one said they fly to MCO now. What did I just say? Columbus. Let me look at Columbus. And I have flown into Tampa before. My grandparents used to live in Tampa. So I have flown into Tampa before. Let's see. And I always liked the Tampa airport. It was always a good one to fly into. The 20th. Let's try that. The only problem is they don't have as many like days available. But if I can make it work, right? Flying into Sanford in October is closer for your family friend to get you there. Oh, nice. That's so nice though. What am I doing? This one. I don't, all of these airlines, wait, I need a carry-on bag. Ah! All of these airlines do things so differently. Ooh, why is this one so expensive? The flight down is $67. The flight back is $223. No, thank you. No, thank you. But yeah, so we'll see what happens with income and finances and all of that. You'd fly to Tampa, your family is there, just hate the drive. Yeah, the drive from Tampa to Orlando is not great. Not great. So I get that for sure. I know, right? Like what? The flight down being $67 and the flight back being uh $223 is wild actually. I want to look at, okay, let's talk about Very Merry. I know. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, I'm too far back. That's why. Yeah, that's crazy. No thanks. I will stay away from that because also that's a lot more of a drive for me too. Like getting to Cincinnati and getting to Dayton I'm like equal distant between them sort of. But getting to Columbus is a lot further. So I'm going to go back in October, but you need to save for Jollywood. Yeah, I totally get that. I want to do Very Merry. Unless they add more Muppet things to Jollywood, I think I'm going to try to do Very Merry. So I don't know if I should do, what do you guys think? Should I try to do I can't do both. I can't do both Not So Scary and Very Merry. The one I went to more recently was Christmas. I haven't been to Halloween since 2022, and I went to Jollywood and Very Merry the first year of Jollywood. So what year was that? 23? I don't know. I don't know which one I should do. You'd like to do Very Merry too, never done it. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, child. Um, you feel like Dayton is easier than Cincy for you? Actually, not. Um, it just depends. It really just depends. 23. Okay, so I've done Christmas more recently than Halloween. You agree? If they give us more Muppets, you'd be able to get down for Jollywood more. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm having a hard time deciding which one I should try to save for. Like in a perfect world, I'd be able to do both. I'm not going to be able to do both. So I need to focus my savings, right? I already know I need to start saving for flights, but I need to focus my savings on either Christmas or Halloween. And I'm having a hard time deciding. So, yeah, but Anna, it depends on when your dates are because I'm pretty locked into when I would be able to go. Like I have sometime in November. I don't have any time in December. So, it would have to be November that I'd be able to go. So, it's already been on my when you pass through, so your sense of direction was already a bit off. Yeah, I really am kind of equally distant between the two, so it really just depends on the timing of the flights and stuff. And Dayton doesn't get as many flights as Cincy does, so I tend to go to Cincinnati more just because there's just more options there, and I can usually get a good early morning nonstop flight out of Cincinnati to go to MCO, which is what I usually want to do. So you'd work around. Well, I think aren't there already people going for Christmas time? So if there are people already going, then the dates would just have to work out right for me to be able to go also. That's more what I meant. Like if people had already picked their dates and had already looked at tickets and stuff, because I know a bunch of you guys are going to Jollywood again, so you don't think anyone has booked dates yet. Gotcha. You just meant directionally on social ease of flight. Yes, exactly, Ginge, exactly. Oh, I guess Very Merry tickets. Oh, they went on sale yesterday for resort guests, and they go on sale the 16th for non-resort guests. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, tired. Yeah, I can't decide. I need to make up my mind and decide which one I want to try to save for. Either Christmas or Halloween. My Halloween trip is probably more likely to happen just in general. So that kind of has me thinking about that one, but I don't know yet. I don't know. You might wait to go to Jollywood in January. Yeah, that's so interesting that Jollywood has those January dates this year, right? I thought that was really interesting. I think it's smart to hold, fold it over into January. So January 3rd and January 5th. I do just wish they gave you more at Jollywood too. Like with the like cookies and stuff at Very Merry. I wish that Jollywood would do more things that are included with that. I know they have a lot of shows and entertainment that are really fun, but I just wish you got a little bit something more tangible with it. So let's see. Who are we getting this year? Characters for Jollywood. Phineas and Ferb. Love that. Powerline. Rescue Rangers. Santa Stitch. Baloo and King Louie. That's fun. Mando and Grogu will be out. Life Day Chewie. Oh, Lotso will be there this year. And Partysaurus Rex. That's fun that we get Partysaurus Rex this year. Bing Bong. Duffy. Is it Christmas? Is it Santa Duffy? It doesn't say Santa Duffy. Maybe it's regular Duffy this year. Scrooge McDuck, Donald and Daisy, Goofy and Pluto, Mickey and Minnie. Yeah, the thing that has me so interested is it says be sure to keep an eye out for even more character appearances and where to spot them coming on a later date. So, like, what does that mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? If it means more Muppets and they're just trying to figure out the logistics of it, then I have to go to Jollywood. So what are the dates for Jollywood? Let's see. I would go. Okay, there are 2 different dates that I could go. Yeah, Bing Bong's going to be there. Oh my gosh, there's something down here making me sneeze tonight. And they're doing, let's see. They're doing the Kermit and Miss Piggy show. They're doing the Nightmare Before Christmas sing along with Jack. They're doing the skating show, which that skating show, thank you, Anna. That skating show wasn't there when we went. So that would be new. Thank you guys. The Tip Top Club. Oh, so they're doing a Pixar disco. Allergies to the high prices, right, Ginge? Pixar Disco lights up Pixar Plaza with a holly jolly dance party featuring Edna Mode and Frozone, which that makes sense now why they have like Partysaurus Rex and Lotso and Bing Bong. Also featuring Edna Mode, Frozone, Joy, and Mike Wazowski. They did some of that last year too. Brown Derby, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. That's a super cute show. And then the characters. Let's see. Rides open. Everything is open. Yeah, all the rides are open. So, I don't know. I don't know. I can't decide what to do. I can't decide. I think I'm just going to have to wait it out and see what they announce. I don't know. When do Jollywood tickets go on sale? Does it say? Here we go. Oh, same dates. Okay, so they went on sale yesterday for resort guests and on the 16th for general sale. I wish that they would announce more about the Muppets. So that way that would help me make my decision. You know? It's like, what am I gonna spend $200 to go to Not So Scary, to go to Jollywood and see the Muppets, or to go to Very Merry? Like that's where I'm at right now. I have so many options. It's gonna be a hard decision. So we'll see what happens with that. What else is going on? That's like the last things that were announced on Disney Parks blog. Oh, International Festival of the Holidays, which I've never been to Festival of the Holidays. Maybe that can help me make my decision. Because I could go to opening of Festival of the Holidays, which I've never been to before. Hmm. I don't know. You can't tell me that they have a whole new Muppets ride-in section, but nothing big for Jollywood. That's what I'm thinking too, Anna. But I don't know. It's Disney's so hard to predict anymore with what they're going to do or not do. Like I just, I don't know. I don't know. I know, and I haven't done Festival of the Holidays, Anna. But I could just like plan to go to Not So Scary and then still plan a Festival of the Holidays trip, right? Because then I could do a shorter trip in November or December for Festival of the Holidays. I don't know. It is a lot of fun, Vinny. I know. You're going to be honest, Very Merry just doesn't rock your boat. I love Very Merry for the parade and the shows and the fireworks. Like that's my jam. So, uh, do it. Okay, November 27th is when it starts. When is that? That is Good Friday. Not Good Friday, Black Friday. Wrong holiday. That is Black Friday. So, can I go that weekend? Maybe. Maybe. That's like right after Thanksgiving. I don't want to fly on Thanksgiving though. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Okay. All good things to think about. All good things to save my money for. All my pennies and dimes. Because I do want to go to that. Oh, I would love to do candlelight processional, but that's so hard to get into. I think I'd be able to do probably everything else besides that. The overlay for Living with the Land, the cookie stroll. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. You did that weekend once. It was a really good time. I'm sure. I worry about flight prices. You know, aren't they going to be more expensive that weekend? You flew out on the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Yeah, I have to be back by that Monday for my when my kids go back to school after their break. So I would have to leave like it would be a really quick turnaround, which I could do just to go to like Epcot and Magic Kingdom and then call it good, right? Don't fly on Fridays, always more expensive. Right, but like that's what I'm saying, Anna. I don't think I'm going to have a choice. I think I'm going to have to fly. I would have to fly down on Friday, fly back on Sunday. Like it would be a super fast turnaround because I have to be back on Mondays to be able to take my kids to school. With Andrew's new job, he goes to work before we drop the kids off. So I have to be home by Monday morning to be able to take the kids to school. So that therein lies my difficulty with trying to figure out that, or I'm like gone over Thanksgiving, which we don't do a ton for Thanksgiving. Usually it's not like a super big holiday for us. So like not the end of the world. Like our Christmas tree and stuff will already be up. So like that we won't be doing a ton, but it's just trying to coordinate that. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about it and figure it out. And I'll let you guys know because when they're solo trips, I don't mind sharing my plans with you guys when the family's not going to be with me. So we'll figure it out. We'll make it work. I am going to go ahead and hop off. Andrew had to go to work, so my kids don't know what they're doing upstairs. They're unattended. So we will see. But thank you guys for chatting with me about, gosh, Carowinds and Kings Island and Halloween and Christmas and all of that fun stuff. Next week on Mom Street, let's see what we're doing, shall we? We are we are talking Disney transportation for families. So, wild children upstairs. I don't hear anything. So, hopefully they're not, destroying things. No, they're not destroying things. I'm sure they're just hanging out. But yes, next week, next Friday for Mom Street, we're talking Disney transportation for families. So that is what is coming up. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for being here and chit-chatting with me and always supporting Mom Street and me. You guys are so wonderful and lovely. Have a awesome weekend. I will see you guys sometime next week in the live streams, maybe. I'm still getting caught up from our trip. So this week I didn't see like any live streams except for like, I think maybe a total of 20 minutes. But hopefully I'll see you guys in the lives next week. Have a great weekend and I will talk to you guys soon.